Hey guys, I just came back from a haul out in Enfield, Connecticut. All these boxes and envelopes contained are all from World's Fair. It's World's Fair's collection. In that bag is unbelievable first edition stamped envelopes, World War II envelopes with letters. All this stuff included in this portfolio. The book itself isn't in great shape, but it's 1893, the World's Fair. This thing weighs about 30 pounds. Hey guys, this is a part of the collection that I got today in Enfield, Connecticut. This is a controlled bubbles, a paperweight with the swirls in it, and it's got a nice polished bottom with a ship on the bottom. I don't know what trademark it is. If any of you know what that might be, I would really appreciate it. It has a C on the sail, but we picked that up. Let me get this. We also got this Murano. I don't know if it's a canister. What do they call those things? Very heavy duty. It's got custard glass inside with little, it almost looks like what do they call those pictures of people, like cameos. It looks like a bunch of little cameos inside, and very high polished bottom, controlled bubbles, very heavy. I don't know if this is, I don't think it's perfume. It might, I don't know. Beautiful though, it really is beautiful. And I picked up this. I'm not sure if this is a small early inkwell, but it has a sterling silver top on it. And it had these buttons in it, which are no big deal. I do like this one though, because it's made abalone shell on the top. Pretty beautiful. Those are three of the glass pieces. Okay, and these three pieces here came from this woman's excuse me, aunt's house or collection. They're not marked. This one has just a couple little wear chips on the bottom, not chips, but little scratch marks. Has a pretty nice decorative print on the outside. This one, it's fairly durable, as well as this one. Also has, it's not marked, plenty of wear signs on the bottom. I believe it's really old. It also has some really nice scratched, or however they put those designs on. This one is a little bit more simpler, but it weighs a ton. It has like a beaded rim there and at the top, or a band that goes around it. This isn't marked either, but it has a ton of weight to it. And I believe these are most all vases, and I don't know if they're Mexican or Indian pottery. And speaking of Indian, this is a from India, and it's an actual bell, very decorative all the way around, and it's got this claw, and it is a elephant bell. I'm gonna let you hear this thing. It's kind of loud, so I'm gonna. That shuts off the sound right there. So that's pretty cool. And we'll be back with some more stuff in just a minute. Okay, I also picked up this cane. And it's not really fancy, but it is very hard. I was trying to see if that's some kind of a, I think that's just from where a knot or the bark was and they left it on there. I don't know, I'm going to have to take a magnifying glass to that. It actually looks like a scene. which is very interesting. But anyways, it was a cane, or is a cane. This really beautiful, beautiful cribbage board with that strip of inlay, multi kind of woods, and it's a walnut cribbage board. Cribbage is very, very fun to play. This is probably the one game I've played the most in my life. It's very well made. It comes with a really nice box, and I'm not sure how old it is, but it's cool. This little box, cribbage board. This one has the pegs in it. This one has nothing in it. It's also like a utility box. It has a key. I don't even know what I did with the key because it didn't work. But I have a bunch of old keys that I can try out. These have little inlay inserts, which are pre-made. You cut, you put them in there, and then you sand them down. It's really got fine detail inlays all the way around and on top, but it is missing the mother of pearl on 3 sides of it. So the value isn't going to be great on it, but I like little boxes. This is patented in 1881, I believe. 1881, or I don't know. I looked it up. It's a stereo viewer for stereograph photography. It's July something 1881. It's kind of cool. You put the stereographs in there, which is basically 2 slightly off pictures side by side, and when you look through, it gives it a three-dimensional look to it. Like if there's people on the street from the front of the picture all the way to the back, they all look 3D, and the flag poles, light poles, and everything just happens to look 3D because of the way they take 2 slightly off pictures. It's kind of interesting. And I believe the rest of the stuff, other than a couple pieces, are all World's Fair stuff, which was a huge, huge buy. Actually, there's one other thing I got to show you first. Okay, the collection I got today is basically a ton of World's Fair stuff. And I picked some other stuff that I just got through showing you. This is a traveler staff courtesy card, non-transferable, please print, blah, blah. It was just in the box, and it was with all these seals. They're like winter Christmas seals. These were really popular in like the 80s, or at least I remember them. There's a ton of them here. I remember my mom always using these. You kind of put them on the back of the envelope to make sure it stays sealed or whatever. But they're mostly Christmas, so that's pretty cool. Christmas is a good subject matter. People like to collect. I don't know what kind of collective value there is to these, but they are pretty cool. I haven't even really took the time to look at them because I've been going through so much stuff, which you will be seeing shortly. But these are first day of issue envelopes, and these are World Fair ones, and it is crazy. I've never even heard of these things before. Here's a couple more World's Fair. San Francisco Bay, New York, 1939. There's a Pony Express there from 1939. I just can't believe there were so many of them that were put out within the same year. But they're all first day. And when I say all, I'm talking about all of these. There's airmail ones. Whoever this guy was, he collected them, but he also had pen pals or friends all over the place. There's World War II, 1 and 2, not 1, I'm sorry, but World War II. Say all these are same day or first day published, and there's I guesstimated around 1,200 or more. Right around 1,200, I'm guessing, of these, and they're all in beautiful condition, and there's some really, really cool ones. I've seen lots of, I just kind of like priced them a little bit to see what people were getting, and perhaps even if they're $1 a piece, or even 50 cents a piece, that would pay for everything that I got, and people asked some pretty good money for them. Now, these aren't all World's Fair. These were put aside, so I would imagine these might be the only ones, but there's a huge collection here. And some of these have letters in them, so I will be spending the time to go through them all just to see what kind of stories there might be in there. Okay, I'll be back with the finale. Okay, well, it's not going to be the finale, but these are just some of the collection that I got. The collection goes from 1857 or something like that. I'm not even sure of the first year, but I do have a newspaper saying that the first World's Fair, I think, was in 1857. But these are some like a jumbo coloring book, maybe to keep your kids busy while they were there. That is pretty neat. And then there's this game book, World's Fair game book, which has got little toys or puzzles and things and different. Almost reminds me of those ones you find as a dentist. I can't remember what they were called, or your doctor's office. But it's a fun little book for kids to do, maybe to keep them active while you're checking everything else out. And this is a World's Fair pop-up action book. This is a portfolio. This is an 1893 book. It's huge, it's heavy, and there's tons of pictures and everything in that. All these books are very, very old, all related to the World's Fair. This one's 1892. All these books, they're not in the greatest shape, but there are some that are in really good condition, and some of them have very good pictures in them, illustrations and things. I haven't really had the time to go through all of them and check them out, but it seems to be very interesting. Now this whole thing here, I condensed it. There was all in 5 boxes, and there's everything you can think of to do with the World's Fair, and really old books. Everything to do with motels and ephemera, and just this stuff is loaded with all World's Fair stuff, from, like I said, the 1800s all the way to the I want to say 60's. And then this little box over here, I'm going to show you, take a little bit of time to go through because it is amazing. Okay, this is not necessarily the stuff I found most interesting, just small enough where I was able to put it in this old sewing machine drawer. These are from Canada, and they are really, really cool. They're all different. There's 44 different coasters. I really don't want to take them out of the box to show you, but it's from the 67 Expo World's Fair. Very, very, very neat, and they're beautiful. They're the way they shine, and just the photography and everything, and the quality of them are really good. And I would consider this ephemera, because if you use them, obviously they're going to get ruined, and none of these were used. Just to go through some of the stuff in here, these are some postcards from 33 of different World's Fairs things from different countries, that World Fairs. These are a couple stamps with, I think that's a Seattle Tower, maybe. I'm not sure. I think it's Chicago. But and there's some Canadian ones. It's a General Motors Press Club. Just anything interesting I put in protective sleeve. This is a whole bunch of World's Fair postcards in excellent condition that were well taken care of. Some more collections of World Fair. This packet here are all the same. They're unused postcards of some of the World Fair. We have Souvenir. These are tickets, and then of course you get to keep this for your I guess souvenir if you're not going to buy anything, which most people are going to buy. This is just all different, I guess maybe they're press tags for the press to get in. Good only on certain days. This is one that the guy actually had his picture ID. Futurama, it says Futurama on that. That's interesting. It's a little notebook, and there are actually notes in this, but it's just so fragile. This was 1863, I see. Incorporated 1863. Pretty interesting, and there are notes I haven't actually read yet. This is like a 30s glass knife, and I'll tell you, that thing is sharp. It's kind of fancy, and there's a little article from the newspaper about how popular they were becoming because they stay sharp all the time. These are really cool. These four here are tickets. One admits one to the bearer May 1st. Wait a minute. 1st May to the 30th, October 1893. These are admission tickets in wonderful condition. We got Lincoln on that, an Indian on this one, Washington, and I should know who this is. I'm going to take a wild guess. No, I'm not, because I'm not going to embarrass myself, but William Penn, Christ, I don't know who. But anyways, I thought those were really, really neat. Now, all these came in giant envelopes, and it was just taking up so much room. So much room. This is really cool. This thing was listed for over $100, closer to $200. It's a silk. I can't think of what they said it was, but it unfolds, and it's like a band of, and it's embroidered with silk from 1878 International Exhibition, Woman's Pavilion there. This thing is really, really cool, and I would imagine pretty hard to come by because of the, silk doesn't last forever, but it was obviously well taken care of in putting this plastic sleeve. It's really, really beautiful. Excellent work. We have some more, I think, of those World's Fair commemorative. First day of issue. A couple of them for the World's Fair here. This is a postcard from 1926. It also has to do with the World's Fair. Possibly. Well, maybe it doesn't, but usually most everything was to do with the fair. This is a World's Columbian Fair, Chicago, 1893. It just has a bunch of beautiful photographs. It's amazing, these little programs they put out for the World's Fair. I didn't even know they could take such nice photography back in the day, but look at that. Just amazing. These are all different buildings. And there's more in there. We've got a lot to go through. These were, oh yeah, a couple really nice pictures. I wanted to protect those. But anyways, oh, these are all the stereo. Not all of them, but those stereograph pictures I was telling you about. And these are all for the World's Fair. All of them. That little thing I was telling you about. 1827. This is 1876. Farmer's Almanac. Can you believe it? 100th of American Independence. That is amazing. This is Visitor's Guide to the Centennial Exposition of Philadelphia, 1876. The only guidebook sold on the exhibition grounds, Philadelphia. That's pretty cool. We have, this is newer. I was a year old when this one came out. Switzerland cheese cutter. Looks like it's maple. There's a ticket, more postcards, more stereographs, all kinds of tokens and things. These are all World Fair coins and stuff. Even what is a half cent in here? No, a $50. That is, it's all World Fair stuff. The coins. There's one that says peace. Is this one? That's not the one. But they're really, really cool commemorative. They're not even commemorative. They're just these coins. There's one here that had a swastika on it. I'm not sure where that went. And there's more coins in here. More stereographs. This is a book. Let's see. These are all postcards and different things and pens. And there is a bunch of World's Fair silverware in there from all different. They're all either plated or silver spoons from the different World Fairs. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Something different. I haven't put any kind of videos out like this in a while, but it was fun getting out there, meeting this woman, and kind of hearing some of the stories she had. But until the next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Tibbs out.